No feud in hip-hop history hits harder than this one. Two friends turned enemies. Two kings gone before 25. This is Tupac Shakur and the Notorious B.I.G., a story of loyalty, betrayal, and how fame can destroy everything. Act 1. Brothers in the beginning. Before the war, Tupac and Biggie were friends. In 1993, Tupac was already rising. Actor, activist, poet, rebel. Biggie was a hungry Brooklyn MC still grinding his way up. When Pac met him, he saw real talent. They bonded instantly, hanging out, rapping together, even crashing at each other's places. Tupac gave Biggie advice, exposure, even his first Rolex. Back then, there was no East versus West, just two young legends chasing the same dream. But in hip-hop, peace never lasts long. Act 2. The Betrayal, Quad Studios. 1994, November 30th, 1994. Tupac walked into Quad Studios in New York to record a verse. Upstairs, Biggie and Puffy were recording too. But in the lobby, an ambush. Pac was shot 5 times and robbed. He survived, but his trust didn't. He believed people close to him had set him up, maybe even Biggie's crew. Then a few months later, Biggie dropped "Who Shot Ya?" It wasn't aimed at Pac, but to him, the timing was too perfect. He took it as a message. We got you. From that moment, their friendship was over. Pac felt betrayed. And he wanted revenge. Act 3. The Divide, East Coast versus West Coast in 1995. While Pac was in prison, Suge Knight bailed him out, in exchange for signing to Death Row Records. That move changed everything. Now it was Death Row versus Bad Boy. West Coast versus East Coast. The media fed it. Magazine covers, radio shows, everyone hyped the coastal war. Fans picked sides. It was no longer just music, it was blood. Act 4. Hit 'Em Up. The Explosion, June 1996. Tupac dropped Hit 'Em Up. First off, fuck your bitch and the clique you claim. The track was pure fire. Pac's anger unleashed. He accused Biggie of stealing his style, of being fake, even of betrayal. It wasn't just a diss track, it was a declaration of war. The energy was toxic, dangerous. Biggie refused to clap back, but the tension was already way past music. Act 5. Vegas. The Fall of a Legend, September 7, 1996. Las Vegas. Tyson vs. Seldon Fight Night. Tupac and Suge Knight watched the match, then spotted Orlando Anderson, a Crip who'd robbed one of Death Row's guys. Pac confronted him. A fight broke out, all caught on camera. Later that night, as Pac and Suge drove through Vegas in a BMW, a white Cadillac pulled up beside them. Gunfire. Pac was hit 4 times. 6 days later, September 13th, he died. Age 25. The world went silent. Rumors flew. Who did it? The streets blamed Biggie. He denied it, but the damage was done. Act 6. Biggie's final days after Pac's death. Biggie was heartbroken. He told interviews it wasn't supposed to go this far. He focused on his new album, Life After Death, hoping to move past the beef. But fate had other plans. March 9, 1997. After leaving a party in L.A., Biggie's SUV stopped at a red light. A black Impala pulled up beside him. Gunfire. Biggie was killed instantly, only 24 years old. 2 icons gone in 6 months, 2 murders still unsolved. Act 7. The Aftermath. The deaths of Tupac and Biggie ended the East versus West war overnight. The world finally saw what pride and hate had cost. Both men became legends. Tupac, the voice of emotion and revolution. Biggie, the master of flow and storytelling. Different styles, same pain. They shaped every rapper that came after them, from Jay-Z to Kendrick Lamar. Their feud didn't destroy hip-hop, it forced it to grow up. Act 8. The legacy. Pac once said, "I'm not saying I'm gonna change the world, but I'll spark the brain that will." And he did. Biggie said, "Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it." And he did. They started as brothers. They ended as enemies. But they'll forever be 2 sides of the same story, the cautionary tale of how greatness can be lost to ego and pain. This is Tupac versus Biggie. The friendship that built hip-hop's golden age, and the rivalry that broke its heart.